I think we need a lot more than just 3 breakthroughs. The first one is, I think we know now that elderly people are less sensitive to the anabolic effects of food, especially proteins. So the first breakthrough will be to find out why elderly are less sensitive to the protein synthetic stimulatory effects of protein in our diet. The second will be how we can optimize that protein anabolic response after meal ingestion. So what kind of protein should we use? What are the digestion and absorption kinetics that are ideal? What would be the amino acid composition? And what are the effects of all the other components in our meal that can affect that process? I think that will be the second breakthrough. There's actually 10 breakthroughs in one. And then the third main one is to see how the interaction is between exercise and food intake. So how does physical activity modulate the anabolic response to the food that we ingest every day? Because we know that without physical activity you can't have a stimulatory effect of food intake, and without exercise, without nutrition, doesn't lead to a very healthy condition. So we're looking at the mechanisms, but we're also looking at more practical questions like, is this or that protein better than the other protein? And of course, we at the same time we're doing exercise studies to see whether elderly people can be helped by having them perform a period of exercise to increase their health and functional capacity. We use the students, especially the healthy exercise students, for exercise studies. The students that drink too much and eat too much are nice for metabolism studies, but of course they're not a good model for aging people. So we have different ways of recruiting elderly people for our studies. Some are taking from the hospital. Those will be the frail elderly. They generally have a comorbidity. Elderly homes, institutions, people that are more fragile and have become institutionalized. So they're still healthy, but they have orthopedic problems, so that's a different group. It takes different attention to those groups. And we have an even larger group of healthy elderly that still live independently. And that's a very big growing group. Knowing that 50 years from now, about 1 in 3 in our population will be 65 years and over, you can imagine that this is actually the best subject group that you can recruit, because there's loads of them and it's increasing every day.